How's everybody doing?
All right, so let's first things first. Um, actually, we got two things that need to come first. First and foremost, everybody clap, because none of you bitches were name dropped in the main event of the G1 Climax. I know that for goddamn sure. If that happened to you, please raise your hand at this moment. That's what I fucking got. Yes, everyone. You know what? I have to say, everyone for the past like week, 2 weeks have been really on a really positive train of giving Lyric the recognition that she deserves. Keep that shit up. But I also want y'all to know you will never compete where you cannot compare because the OG is me. Everybody's talking about, oh, Lyric actually so cool. Oh, Lyric actually she do all this stuff. She a trailblazer. You dumb bitch. We been knew that. We been knew that. Are you never mind. But yes, everyone congratulate my friend. Thank you, thank you.
Um, Thank you, everybody. I'm honestly really still in shock. Like I was genuinely shocked, like to see all the nice things that people were saying about me. And hey, listen, I try not to pat myself on the back too much because I
Why
know,
not?
just so you all know, that the favor in the wrestling community can change. I mean, overnight. So yeah, it's really cool. And if you see up here, I met Tanahashi at
Big
Forbidden.
Ace.
I met Tanahashi at Forbidden Door in Toronto. That was my first credentialed media event. And so a little like 2 years later to say like that was like my first credentialed media event. I just got back from my 14th. Um and like got to interview the ace. That was crazy.
Run it up on you niggas.
Um yeah, shout out to everybody who said I couldn't do it.
Kill yourself.
Oh.
Or something of that nature. Oh, we weren't supposed to curse, were we?
It's okay. You got off so many slurs in like that first 2 minutes to where like it was at this point, it's okay. It's okay.
I gotta hold that. I gotta hold that.
No, yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I truly what I learned from this entire experience, and what I continue to learn is that I just want more people up there with me. That's all. Like I just want more people there. I want y'all to know there's nothing fun about being the only woman in the room in any type of wrestling event. There's nothing fun about it. Nothing worth writing home about. So yeah, I just want everybody to experience some of the opportunities that I've had. Everybody who puts in the work, particularly women, particularly Black women. So yeah, I'm really grateful. So thank you all who have sent love. But it's not about me. Also, so Danny done got us into something. I still don't quite know what's happening. I'm gonna be honest. I still don't quite know everything that's happening. Last night, I saw a freestyle from Danielle on Twitter. I said, and then I see drops of bars. So me, I'm gonna be honest. I really hype up most of like Danny and Black Girls Wrestling's posts. I'm gonna be honest. 75% of the time, I actually really don't know what's going on, but I'm supportive, right?
You're not the only one.
And then she says, "Drop yours." I said, "Me." And then the next day, and so like me, I'm trying to delay it. I said, "Oh yeah, I'll drop it on the show tomorrow night." But I didn't think nobody was gonna actually hold me accountable. And so like then then the tweet came out today, like, yeah, no, like, but dead ass, we do need that. I said, "Oh."
Okay, let me give some context. Also, second, I'm serious. I do have a verse. There will be.
I did write one.
Okay,
I did write one.
there will be a cipher of sorts in a second. But shout out to WrestleWay. they did the funniest like remix. I don't even know what you can call it of Swerve's song, all about being cut from Publix, and it had me fucking weak. And I was like, wait, let me in the next one. And I realized that I could not wait that long. And they said yes. Shout out to them. But I realized I could not wait that long. I just had, and when I tell you, literally all day, it was all I could think about because I was like, this is so funny. I could just not stop coming up with shitty wrestling bars. Um, so do you want to get this out of the way now, or is this, how do you want to do this?
You know what? I think we should wait. I think we should get some dynamite off. I think we should close with these freestyles, right? I think that that'd be good, but we do have to stay on topic so we can stay on time. So
Okay.
let's start. We started the show with our world champion, our amazing world champion. He packed that motherfucker Yuta up so quick. He said, "Enough of this." I will say, this version of Hangman, who's like he's is nice, but he will kill you, snatching chains and burning
I
tattoos.
love that.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is what
that's
I
what we
need.
need.
He said, actually, I do like to fight. MJF came up to him. He said, yeah. We ain't even talking about the yeah, baby boy. Talk all that shit now. Yeah. We don't care. I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't care.
We don't care.
We don't care. Um, so that was cool. It did the Yuta thing. What happened after that match? I'm gonna just pull it
You
up.
know I don't know.
I'm
Um,
don't worry about it. I got it, guys.
that
Uh,
match was, it didn't
oh,
do much for me.
he pulls out the chain, starts bamming this nigga in the head with it. You to start bleeding, and then
Bad.
he says, "Yeah, you
Gushing.
think that they never coming for you? They're never coming for you." He said, "They never coming to get you. You think your friends are coming? You think they coming for you? Nobody loves you." I said, "Oh," and then he just leaves him there in a puddle of his blood and disappointment.
And I just want to say, what other babyface do you know out here doing it like that?
No,
Nobody loves you. You're left in a pool of your own blood, and we clapping.
and
Hangman, there
oh,
will never be another like you.
there will never be another you. And honestly, this is the most that I've genuinely have been interested in Will or Yuta. Like,
Can't say the same.
what happens to Will and Yuta after this? Like, I actually am interested because of that. Like, that's
That
fair.
makes one of us.
Hey, and that's okay. Chloe said getting pity from Hangman is kind of shameful. You got to get up. I mean, after everything he's going through, I will say you're cooked. If Hangman says nobody loves you,
Nobody loves you.
the game
That
is
is,
cooked.
aw.
Um,
Wah, wah.
Next we had a promo. It was backstage. Athena and Billy. Shout out to our forever ROH champion. We're gonna get more to her later. I will say, I have personally, I do think they took too long to get her on television, 100%. But since All In, Athena has been booked and busy, and I gotta respect it. Um,
As she should be.
as she should be.
And baby, this is just the beginning. This
And
is
that, I will
just the
say,
beginning.
I do have a message for a CEO. That doesn't mean you don't get to show up to work. I see all these matches you got in Europe, and that's cool or whatever. We need your own TV. Oh, I'm sorry. My lamp went off. We need your own TV. I actually wore this shirt today to summon you, and so that didn't work. I'm bringing them crystals out next time. We will summon. Come to work, CEO. Yes,
Clock in.
we didn't say Mercedes or Athena. We said Mercedes and Athena.
¿Por qué no los dos? You know what?
Hey,
See, AEW be doing that to you
I
sometimes.
was
They
about
be
to say,
making you think like you can only have one. You can
why
have
can't
what you
we
want, but you can
have?
only have a little bit.
Why can't I have Mercedes, Athena, Willow? Stat and Tony on the same episode. Is it really that hard?
They all work there.
They really be trying to give us these ultimatums. We don't have to live like this. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know we didn't have to live like this?
You got to think bigger. I feel like, look, we now start losing our train of thought, like I just did. But no, we now start making demands. Okay, okay. We have all the pieces. Let's put them together, baby.
I'll get more to that when we get later in the show because there's a few thoughts I have on that regarding the women's division. But let's keep going. Jet Speed versus FTR. Listen, fantastic match. I
But
understand where this is leading, but
what? Pause. I wanna say, fantastic match, courtesy of Jet Speed.
oh, elaborate.
Uh, look, I. You know what? My love or lack thereof for FTR is actually not a secret. But my point is, and I could talk about this all day, but Jet Speed has been absolutely entertaining in every single match that they have done together. This match tonight gave FTR it put FTR, it gave a feeling back to FTR. They have
Correct.
been getting, they've been getting booed as heels or whatever. But honestly, in my personal opinion, they've been ringing the bell, and FTR been showing me very little. FTR brought out the best version of themselves to wrestle this match tonight, and Jet Speed brought out the best version of themselves. Um, Ooh, Speedball, I'm worried about you. Relax. Some of
Come
that
get your
shit was
4 p.m. chain though.
crazy.
Come get your 4 p.m. chain though, Speedball, because oh my god, you already. Do you know that you already have the contract? Does he know?
That's why
Does he know?
I feel like we need to spread the message that like
Jet
actually you
Speed
don't have to
hooping.
you don't have to live like this.
Jet Speed hoops like they still trying to get signed, and that's why I rock with you. That's really why I rock with you. And I will say, I think, don't get me wrong, I do think the FTR has had good performances, but the thing is, giving the Outrunners their best match don't mean much. I need to see you versus an actually good team and see what you do with them, you know? And that's exactly what we saw tonight. I kind of knew Jet Speed wasn't going to win. However, I want you to know Jet Speed, when you win those tag titles, and trust, you will win those tag titles, we buy in the good Hennessy.
Oh, it is
We
so
buying.
fucking
In
up.
fact, for y'all, this is just proof how much I fuck with y'all. I'm not even gonna get Hennessy. We're getting Sir Davis. I'm buying Beyonce liquor. We buying that
Speedball,
Sir.
we about to put you on. We about
We
to
put.
put you on.
We buying the good brown. Do you hear me?
And, and I don't even drink dark liquor, but I went for you. But you know what? Look, I do feel like
I do drink
I
dark
don't
liquor.
understand. Yeah, I don't understand people that do that. Like, do you hate yourself? Do you hate fun? Um,
I rarely drink hard liquor, but when I do, I'm only down if it's brown. Respectfully, I'm a hood rat.
I just like I don't live like that. I don't know how y'all get down in, South Carolina, but tequila if tequila's available, what the
Hey,
hell we did?
listen, I ain't gonna lie. Down in South Carolina, especially even like when you drinking cheap, it's typically gonna be like some Jim Beam or Jack Daniels, whole
See,
lot of
and niggas pulled that out around me, and I said, no, now what am I supposed to do?
Maker's Mark. I'd be at the cookouts. My drink of choice has always been Hennessy. I used to be big on Crown Vanilla. I
Hey,
like Crown Vanilla.
Crown Green Apple Crown is very good. Green Apple Crown and lemonade, top tier. I will give you
Green
that.
apple crown now makes me feel like I'm about to throw up. Like the smell of it drives me crazy.
You don't
Like,
smell it, silly. You drink it.
I mean, I had it so much in college. Like, I feel like I can't even drink
Ah,
Crown Apple anymore. But like, that's why I said Crown Vanilla is smooth. What else did I used to drink a lot? A lot of
I
pumps.
I got I don't drink vodka anymore because I got alcohol poisoning from Pink Whitney. So from Danielle Lure.
Hey, Chloe said dark liquor turned me into a different person again. All that die, Julio, Echo,
Like,
Julio.
oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I was like, because the problem was, it was like honestly maybe my first or second time drinking, and like I, I didn't have anything to mix it with, so I was just drinking straight vodka for like a
I didn't
while.
even get introduced, or I didn't even entertain the concept of mixers until like my third year ever drinking. I was like that person who would show up with the Hennessy bottle and like college was. I went to an SEC school. It was a crazy time. Like
Me
I
too.
never again. But I'm gonna be. How do I say this? This is going to sound so disrespectful. But like I went to like a real SEC school.
Whoa.
Like this is. I mean
Girl,
this.
fuck you.
I mean this with all respect though. Like there's so
You
respect.
don't. You don't.
Mizzou compared to South Carolina, it's like apples to oranges. We are ranked a top 5 party school in the nation. You know, like a top 5 party school in the nation.
Now let me say this though. I'm not sitting up here defending the University of Missouri. Every single enemy I have on this planet originated at the University of Missouri. I hate that place. I hate that place bad. Okay, so this is not me sitting up here, saying anything like that. I should probably shut up. They're gonna take my awards back. They
If
be
they
doing
haven't
that to people
taken them
now.
back by now, they're not going to take them. I'm be honest.
Whatever, whatever. I never got my degree. That's a whole other thing. But
What?
when I graduated, they gave me. I wonder if I can find it. Yeah, hold on. 2 seconds. Remember when we said we was gonna stay on topic? When
Jesus Christ.
I when I graduated from the University of Missouri, I got is this? And
Mm-hmm.
it's a fucking QR code about your experience at the university. A survey link. Swear to God. So,
Oh my God.
isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking
That is
crazy?
crazy. So, like, did you ever go get the diploma?
No, I was never going back there. And then they
You know
said,
you can
oh,
order
we
it
can. Yeah. They said you can mail it to you. And Lyric, I hated that place so much. I said, keep the fucking degree. I
I,
don't have it.
I understand that, sister, but please get your piece of paperwork.
I hate, and I and I should, and I need to. I got my transcripts. I do not have my degree, Your Honor.
You need that paperwork. Go, please get that
I
piece of
don't.
paper. Listen, I have my qualms with the University of South Carolina, but I worked too hard for that degree to leave it on the table. I'll tell you that. I might tell y'all a joke, but I'll never tell you.
And hey, I know I got it, and they know I got it. Um, I and honestly, before I went back there, this might sound crazy. Before I went back there, I would just go get another bachelor's degree.
Girl, if you don't get that piece of paper, are you crazy? You crazy? Like, don't trust me. If nobody else understands having beef with a university for multiple reasons, post grad, trust me, I do. You know I do. But get that copy. You're nuts.
Hey, I want to acknowledge everybody. I know that that's insane. I know it. I know it. It don't make no lick of fucking sense. And I don't think anybody. Well, now everybody on here knows, but I don't think anybody in my real life knows that.
Your parents didn't ask.
No, because everybody just assumed it was in here.
Nobody ever opened it up.
No,
Did
I mean,
anybody
because
ever
I
ask?
took it.
Nobody ever asked her, like, can I display your degree?
No, I got other ones. I got,
Other
I got,
bachelor's degrees?
yeah,
Really?
yes. But that's the whole. We said we was gonna stay on topic.
Okay. I learned something new about you every day. Oh my God.
What can I say?
Danny lore is so interesting. This conversation started off about Hennessy. That is so funny. Oh. Anyway, Um,
Lyric lore is crazy too. She just be telling y'all the fun parts
I
and
mean,
the feet stories.
lyric. I ain't gonna lie, lyric lore is a horror film, low key. But the stories I can tell. Um, here we go. Next we had
Here we go.
after that, we had the Hurt Syndicate coming out. No, Adam Copeland came out, and then apparently he made a deal with the Hurt Syndicate, and the Hurt Syndicate came out, and they fight in FTR, but there's still supposed to be a tag team tournament, but they kind of gave it away. I personally just like FTR getting beat up by, but um,
Because I know they hate that.
but
You
I
know
don't
the
know. What,
crazy part though?
we were so close. We were so close. So close. What?
Guys,
What?
you're a professional. I am not. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, I was gonna say about the tag tournament in general. Who the hell is in this tournament?
I was just about to say, it's a lot of spots in that bracket. There are a lot of spots in that bracket. I have no idea who's actually in this tournament. And even, I'm going to be real, from the New Japan side, so many teams have gone down recently, or
Yeah,
pieces of teams. Who's supposed to be in it? And then, Colton Gunn just got injured. I'm going to be honest, I think the reason why they didn't release the rest of the bracket, because they don't know.
they don't know.
They don't know.
I was 100% my first thought. I was like, they don't know who in this damn tournament.
Gonna lie, and I think
Um,
also too. I don't know if anybody saw Tony Khan's live today that he did on Twitter. He went live on Twitter earlier today, and it was like 7 minutes long. And he said, "Yeah, I make matches on the day of. I do." He said, "I do." He said, "It does well, etc." He said, "Hey,
you want me
hey,
to lie?
you know, my thing is if Jet Speed is already out,
That's why I'm like, who the fuck is still in this tournament? And that's how I know they don't know. Because if
they
they
don't.
if they did, this would be a second round matchup at least.
I said the Young
They
Bucks
they about
have
to
to
they
wrestle.
about to pull some niggas together.
The Young Bucks are gonna have to wrestle. Um,
Well,
But I
yes.
just don't know, like, who they. I'm gonna be real. There's nobody I can really think of that believably can beat the Young Bucks. Like, should beat the Young Bucks right now. Like, y'all ain't him. Y'all ain't them. Like, what are you? What are we saying? Because I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to see. If I got to see another FTR Young Bucks rematch, I think I might. The noise that comes at the end of the Beyonce Cowboy Carter album. Amen. Ding. Cut off. That's
If but you know what too, like I don't know. I understand that this version of FTR is resonating with a lot of people. It's doing absolutely fucking nothing for me. So if we were to spin the block on FTR Young Bucks again with the current state of FTR, and maybe it's just because we have this rated FTR lore looming over us in a very threatening way. I feel threatened by that angle. Um, also, I don't mean to be mean. Well, this is dynamite. You, if y'all want to play on these people's network, Saturday nights, there's a show called Collision. This is dynamite. I feel like it's not clicking.
this is also how I feel, guys. I feel very similarly about FTR that I feel about the Hurt Syndicate. I think that their current gimmicks are really cool in a vacuum, right? Like are really cool in theory. But y'all don't wrestle anybody interesting. And FTR just beat the most interesting team in the tag division. And so I'm kind of confused. I don't know. I think also too of that's why it's really hard to say like the stuff that everybody's doing is working is just because I'm like at the end of the day I really it does come down to the wrestling for me. What are we actually getting out of it? Like what does a FTR Hurt Syndicate match on pay-per-view genuinely look like?
I'll ask you a better question. Why? And I tweeted this earlier, but Jet Speed is younger and more beautiful. So I think that eventually those things have to start being weighed in.
And they gonna take at least 10 times the amount of bumps in that man a match than any of
Did
these
you
guys.
see Speedball tonight? What shit on the line? Kevin Knight too, but tonight for some reason Speedball was on one like they was still like they was still on the indies with rent to pay.
Um, I love that. We'll see, man. I don't know. Big question mark about this tag division, but the only thing that gives me comfort is that I think Tony Khan is just as confused as we are. Um, uh, what else? What happened after that? Oh, we had we did that they had that like the clip right before they went to commercial break of Will Ospreay walking. I started counting my days, bro. I said he about to fuck the city up with this one. I said,
Oh
oh.
God. My heart was in my ass.
I realized too. That's when I said, you know what? I know some people say like, and here's the thing: everybody's to each his own, right? I know that some people will say, "Will Ospreay does nothing for me. I have no investment in him." And guess what, guys? I wish that was the case, but unfortunately, I'm talking about. I don't even think I knew I cared that much about Will Ospreay until bro, I saw the entire wrestling world flash in front of my eyes.
Everything paused. I said, nobody move, nobody breathe. What the hell is he finna say to me? And you know what? Um, as someone who is now very, very familiar with William Peter Charles Osprey and his work, I didn't think that I cared that much either. And then I was like, oh my God, he gonna be out. And my first thought, I know everybody was so worried about Forbidden Door. The way he was walking, I was like, do we need to be worried about Wembley? That's where my brain went. I was like, I mean, Forbidden Door,
No,
that's in
I'm gonna
August.
be honest.
That was stuck.
Fuck
I
Wembley
went,
right now. Fuck Wembley right now. You gotta think. All we know about Forbidden Door, they literally put a picture of Will Ospreay's face up there and sold out the
that's
hotel.
it.
That's it. That's
But
all
you know
you
what?
got. Cook.
But you know what? I'm bringing up Wembley because I'm gonna go to that one. So maybe I'm just disrespecting the British because they gonna be at Forbidden Door, but I'm gonna be at All In Wembley. I when he started walking out, I started saying I already saved for the flight, Billy Goat. Like I can't I can't get the hotel back, dude. Um, you know what else though? When he came out and he started talking again. I was literally sitting like this. When he came out and he started talking, I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." And then he kept talking and he said, "Oh, I never went to the doctors, bruv. Like, oh, I hid it from everyone." Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And
I
you know what?
said Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega down at the same time. Y'all take me out back at.
Hey, hey, if there's some kind of watch list I need to be on, I'm letting everybody know right now.
Y'all come get
Right.
us. Come
Go ahead and
get
pencil my
us.
name in.
Come
Go
get
ahead
us.
and get my
I will,
padded room ready.
I will also say this. There's a Lowe has a theory that he's actually just going to get
Yes,
married.
she said that.
And here's the thing. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I will say for people who've been following um Will Ospreay for a long time, especially since like I would say his later years in New Japan. Will Ospreay is a liar. He knows how to really build a story. Like he comes from that Brian Danielson, Kenny Omega school of really make it real for the folks,
Oh
making
my God, I
something
died.
like make,
Remember when I was out here last week? They killed me.
and also
Yeah,
too like
he's a sick fuck.
he's not above like leaking his own reports to the dirt sheets, talking about how yeah, it's so much worse than we thought. Even
It's
too
raps.
Do you remember the reports that came out right after Kenny and Osprey at the Tokyo Dome, and they were like, "Nah, they cooked. They so broke down after this match, man. They are so so like." You do have to take everything with a grain of salt. And also, I'm gonna be honest, Will Osprey, respectfully, he is somebody who is crazy enough to go out there with his
That
neck hanging.
see
Yeah,
see okay,
like
so that's the other aspect. That's the other aspect. So such an interesting guy because Will Ospreay, yes, is a liar. He is also someone with a real history of neck issues. So you start
yes,
putting this shit together, and you're like, okay, so I don't know whether I believe you and get got like I got last time, or whether I don't believe you and I got all this false hope because I know you be lying to niggas. So all of that is factored in, but you also have to factor in that he's a sick man in the best way that all of the top level wrestlers are. But Osprey is a little bit different because I just like the best word I can use to describe him is a freak. Osprey is a freak.
right,
He's a freak about wrestling. He's an athletic freak of nature. He's a freak. And I think that he just really, we talked about Kenny a lot, right? Like, we talk about Kenny a lot and just being like, you know what? You wrestle like this is all you've got. You
right.
know, you wrestle like you don't know, you wouldn't know what to do tomorrow if you couldn't. Osprey, Osprey is the same way but younger, and I'm sure he feels better than he actually, than the injury because you're like, I'm actually okay, like whatever. And you may not even realize just how bad things are. Like he is a freak.
I listen, and Kenny Omega has three children,
Yes.
three sons who are promised. And Takeshita is his child with Kota Ibushi.
Hmm.
Hangman is his child with Matt Jackson. And
Hmm.
Osprey is his child with Okada.
Hmm.
And
Now,
if you
now you might be wondering. Yes, impreg style, and
somebody's gonna Google Impreg today and be like, "What is this show? What is
you know
this
what?
show?"
We
And we
love introducing people to new corners of the internet. Well, Dr. Umar last week, this week, Impreg. If you Google Omegaverse, Kenny won't come up first. But expand your horizon.
uh, the comments are crazy. The comments are crazy, man. Y'all, wow. Um,
Oh my god.
who's calling my phone? Anyway, Osprey. I truly do believe that you'll be back by Forbidden Door, come by hook or by crook. Now,
I was
does
gonna say whether you should be or not. I think that he go
I
wrestle on
do
that show.
believe that you will be there. Also, what else was I about to say? I saw some people were like, "Why is Swerve out there?" Listen, Swerve was out there to give Will Ospreay the hug that I couldn't because I was tore up, bro. I was tore up. I
He
said,
he
"I
he
gotta check
start,
him."
he started to tear up. I said, no, 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 no. That's what we're not gonna do. That's what
Nope.
we're not gonna do.
I said, y'all, y'all gonna have to check on me. Y'all gonna have to check on me. I said, when he said, "Hey, bro, my C2 and my C4 is out of whack, bro," and he said it, and I don't know, I'll probably be back by Forbidden Door.
Yeah. Also,
I'm
like
about to do something to you.
you sitting up here. I look. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I don't understand how any of these things work. But I would also say that neither is Will Ospreay. And he be lying to his doctors, according to him. So
He
I
said, "I'll
don't
be
really. You got me. I don't
back."
really understand how you herniate two discs in your neck and you just like, but next month I'm gonna see y'all. I I don't get it.
I'm not gonna lie. respectfully, I
Stem
hate
cell treatments are your friend.
I hate to say that everything depends on it, but unfortunately, everything does. Then people came to
I
see Julie.
and you know what? If we need to, we gonna swap your head out like Walt Disney.
Hey man, I said we need to put him in a cryo chamber like the Winter Soldier. We
Baby,
about to
you are Bucky Barnes.
activate. We not playing.
Hey, I got them trigger words ready for you.
We not playing with you. Oh wow. Um. Anyway, let's move on. Uh, we got them trigger warnings ready for you. You're sick. Um. Next, we. I will say, how do I really hope, even though there's a really good chance, but I really do hope that this pairing of Thekla, Julia, and Sky isn't just great gowns, beautiful gowns, because they look sick together. Like the visual is crazy. Like I will say, the visual is moving. But
To you.
when that bell rings, what the hell is we gonna do now? Now I do
I,
think that Thekla and Sky could really make a pretty decent team. I think we could do something with that. And
exactly.
kind of just moves in like a not a manager role, but something similar. I think we could do something with that. But I'm gonna be real. I'm not trying to see Julia Hart grabs, bro. But if we let them other two cook, I think we could do something. That's how I feel on it.
Uh, yeah. I don't dislike Julia Hart, but I've said it on this show before, man. Like, there's a group of blondies that all blend together for me, especially when the bell rings. Um, and I think the division is far beyond that, far beyond the need for that. Um, so
Absolutely.
yeah, y'all gonna have to show me something. Thekla, cool. I'm cool with that. Uh, welcome to the dub. And I've always liked Sky Blue. I feel like everybody's always liked Sky Blue.
Absolutely.
Um,
That real worker,
yeah, she about this shit.
she willing to die for it. Respect. Um, speaking of people, oh wait, no, before we get there, Willow did a promo. Listen, I tweeted about this. So Willow called Thekla out for a match. This is how I feel about, and also coming off of what we saw on Collision last week, with the stat thing. I Y'all got to get moving soon. Like I think that we have we are doing all of this for your two of your biggest stars in slow motion. I understand like there's a lot that has to be done right now with the Athena thing and then like Mercedes off, but like y'all gotta you gotta do something. I feel like we just spinning the wheels when it comes to both Willow and Stat, like of all this will they, won't they, etc. Like announce something, some type of tournament, something like at least have something to look forward to. Like announce a graphic would be like we reveal a brackets in a couple weeks or something of just I feel like they're in this holding pattern of this kind of just like these backstage segments.
Purgatory.
Yeah, like do something or blood and guts, announce tag titles, blood and guts, something. And it feels like several women in the division, like they don't have what are we working towards? And I'm not saying everything has to be towards a title, but like what are we doing?
Something.
Like,
Yeah, Willow's not doing anything.
She's
And
not
she's
doing
way
it.
too talented and she's way too over to not be doing anything.
And we got same thing where you got segments where Chris Statlander just watching Willow matches from like backstage of like we're doing the same thing every week. Like
Maybe she'll be in the Death Riders, maybe she won't. Come on.
we got to
Come
make a
on.
move, like even like let's get an in-ring segment of it. I don't know, like like with Hangman, Bloody, and Yuta, like we got to do something because honestly, it feels like they are drawing a lot of parallels right now with Chris and then Hangman's story, like as far as like their like character arcs. But we gotta move, bro. Like we gotta move. This is enough. Like if we're doing blood and guts, let's do blood and guts. And I think honestly, if we're doing women's blood and guts, even if the sides aren't advertised yet, I think it should be like made very clear. We are doing women's blood and guts this year. Like
Yeah.
allow people
I
to get
don't think
excited.
they are.
I
I hope, but I
I
don't think they
actually
are.
do. And the reason why I think so is because all these alliances are forming. And like they said like Thekla, Julia, and Sky being a trio, obviously there's not going to be no women's trios built. So like maybe they're waiting. Somebody said if they're waiting to know if someone is actually coming to AEW. I do believe the AEW probably signed at least one of the girls from those releases. It's probably going to be Dakota Kai. And I think her 90 days is up next week, the week after that. Um at this point it is what it is. But I'm not saying that I'm here for it, but I don't have anything against Dakota. I just wonder why we signed in somebody with a history of injuries when people who have been working here for years still ain't on TV. But
I honestly don't. I'm entirely neutral on her, which is not a good thing to be.
no,
Like, I don't care.
yeah.
Either way, I don't care.
Yeah, unfortunately. But next we had that Hurt Syndicate feud. MJF, okay, I mean that back. MJF said, "Hey guys, what about me? Y'all left me there for dead. They pushed him against that locker
Nigga,
cell.
fuck you!
We actually don't like you.
We
We
hate you!
you can't come." He said,
Fuck
"We
ass
actually
scars.
hate you." I said, "Oh."
I just feel like it escalated so quickly. Like,
It really did. I kind of felt bad for him. I said, he just asked where y'all was. He said he just asked why y'all ain't come out there. He said they said we don't actually like you. Shut up. I said,
yeah, you know what? And you know what? I asked the man. I said, "You think they got a group chat without you?" He said, "No, they can never." They do, girl. They
also too,
do.
guys, if you haven't seen it, the Black Girl Wrestling interview with MJF, I'm sure is going to outlive all of us at this point. Truly, it survives in infamy. And I would like to say it is a true display of real journalism because the questions that we asked were directly addressed tonight. I told him he didn't fit the criteria. He told me, he said, "Of course I do. We're all in this together, kumbaya shit." They said, "You can't come here." They said, "You are not, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us." That's what they said about you. I don't know what you're gonna say, but I don't know what your response to that, Max. But they hogtied you back there. They said we don't care about your. I will say, MJF actually got Lil Bro quite a bit tonight. Like between Hangman and the Hurt Syndicate, they said, "Fuck your contract. We don't." I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't
We
care.
don't care.
We don't care.
But you know what? I think that he has too much going on because he's got a lot going on. And honestly, was it last week? I think it was last week. He had a really good promo that was very succinct and very. I think someone said it on Twitter, but like very reflective of like early days MJF, where it's like
Listen,
it was no extra bullshit. You're just a dick, and I think it was the first time in quite a bit that I was like, yeah, if you bring that into the Hangman feud, this could actually be very, very interesting and very entertaining. But now we sit up here, we already doing the Hurt Syndicate split. You already beefing with Mark Briscoe, and now you also beefing with, you obviously still beefing with Hangman. And you got that contract, and I'm sure all of these things do fit together somehow, but it does seem a little bit convoluted. It does seem a little bit, all over the place at the moment. And I think it's hard for the audience to focus and to zero in on your world championship feud when you're doing these things.
yeah, I think also too. Which are you talking about? The one that he did with just MVP and Beck?
Yes.
That way, I also felt that was really good. I think I think that MJF, honestly, with all his flaws, I think he's actually on a really good run right now. Like between like the Hangman feud and the Mystico stuff, I think the beginnings of the Mark Briscoe stuff showed a lot of promise, and I think the actual match will be good. I think we need to simplify.
Yes.
Like we need to consolidate a lot of things. Like there's a lot happening, and I'm gonna be honest. He has this contract, and nobody seems to care. Hangman don't even care. Like even too, like
The niggas in your group don't care. Mike Briscoe don't care.
which makes me believe that obviously he's going to do something like super dastardly soon, which obviously is going to come. But we need to simplify, everything. And I think that they've done a really good job with, I think, some of the other top guys on the roster coming out of All In is simplifying what they're working on right now. Even if you don't exactly like it, we know that Hangman is, he's still working on these Death Riders. We know that Swerve is working on Okada right now. Like we like everything is, we know what's happening. And
Yeah,
so
he got too much going on. If you're in four segments addressing four different people, it there's too much going on.
for sure.
And I'm
Uh
like I said, I'm sure it all comes together, and you find a way to put together this master plan that helps you be a dick, so to help you try to win the world title. But yeah, what do you want me to say?
yeah. So there we are. What else happened after that? After he got that was crazy. They really did do him dirty. Really crusty.
No,
Um
it literally is. Also, I want Punch to know that not just in this context, but I will be stealing that hashtag. Should we care? That is so
that's really
funny.
good. That's good.
I'm gonna use that a lot.
Next we had Tony Storm versus Billy Starks. Hey, listen. I want to talk about Big Bill real quick. Not the tall man. I'm talking about the biggest
The
Bill.
real Big Bill.
The real biggest Bill. Billy Starks, you bring a sort of if we die energy to the function. And I feel like the girls really need that. Like you bring a what's I can't call you a YN, but a Y wig, a Y wig, um, a Y wig. Um, you bring the crazy white boy energy of the 2000s to television 2020s women's wrestling, and I want you to know you're appreciated, you're loved. Um, we gonna always talk about you. We gonna always bang for you. Um, you bring. You're so special. You're not a polished wrestler whatsoever. You bring a real gritty, nasty, raw energy essence.
And I
And
and I want you to keep that.
keep,
Don't let them take that from you.
don't let them
But
take that.
I will say, I really enjoy. Well, not really. I enjoy watching Billy Starks wrestle, but my stocks for Billy Starks are I'm holding. Okay, I am holding because what you are now compared to what you will be in a few years' time is just it's really sickening to think about. It's really sickening to think about. And I'm just excited.
Running these girls like Usain Bolt. It's really nasty. And also too, some of y'all should be ashamed. That girl is what, 21?
She's 20.
20. It's some of y'all in your 30s
Should we name names?
and multiple companies.
Oh, yes. Should we? Never mind.
Uh, we, we,
Not
we, got,
tonight.
we got freestyles to get to. Um, but Tony Storm, shout out to the I love you. I'm just gonna be honest. I love you, Tony Storm. Um, I just love you. I do. I think also now that like Tony Storm has like put together like the wrestler part with his character, bro. I have you such a demon, big sister. Um, you're amazing. I'm so fucked up about you. Timeless Tony. You will be coming off that belt though. Um,
Yep,
you, you
you're
will.
a superstar. I love you dearly. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to hand that to me today
They
because
do
we
come
gotta.
with a whole face.
Yeah.
See, Athena was in the balcony. Then we had the I will say, I know some people had a problem with it. Listen, I don't mind teasing the cash ins, right? Like, I don't mind you teasing the cash in. But I do think that AEW, you are better than this of running these actual matches like Money in the Bank cash ins. I do think like Tony Storm versus Athena is too big of a match to like,
Don't cash that shit in.
like
No.
let's plan it out. But I don't mind teasing it, right? Like I think like that's perfectly fine to like keep storylines going on TV. Um,
And controversially, I actually feel the same way about MJF and Hangman.
I agree.
There's so much that I feel like they could sink their teeth into for a real big time feud for the both of them. I don't want a cash in. And honestly, I do feel like if MJF did the cash in, like he would lose. So then it's like, okay, so what's the point? It's a
I'm not
wasted
gonna lie,
opportunity.
and I understand this is like a scripted thing and everything, but like where Hangman functioning the way that Hangman functioning right now, I genuinely believe that he will shoot you over this world title. Genuinely, like, bro,
He's not okay.
the way he looking at people,
Just because he's unevil, don't mean he okay.
like
Look at
you,
what he did to Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler
bro,
Yuta didn't even do nothing.
he just walked up. Like, do y'all see the way he holds the belt? Like, he holds it so tight. I think like
Damn, damn,
you
damn.
can see the finger indentations in the leather. Y'all gonna have to
Baby.
kill him. I will say they AEW has really cracked that code of having like two world champions right now who are genuinely willing to like actually die over this. You know how people say like they're
Yes.
willing to die over Hangman and Tony.
There's there's something wrong with these two individuals. They there's something wrong with these two people. And I feel like that's how a world champion should be. It should be the most important thing in the world to you. You're champion of the world. And these two, yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to stab him. You're gonna have to I don't even know what you could do. Because I feel like I feel like if you shot Hangman right now, he would ask for a title defense on Saturday.
I think
I don't
even
know what to do.
Steve, even when I saw like he came out with the chain, like, why are you walking around? The war is over. I said, did you know the war is over?
You
He said, I keep that thing on me. Actually,
and you need to, which we'll get into.
man, bro, I just think that it's so funny. He said, no, you're not getting it. He told MJF flat out, stop talking to me. You either go, you're not, no freebies. Like he said, no freebies. Come and get me if you want to. I'm gonna walk you down like a dog.
I'm gonna whoop you and tell you don't know your name
But
no
you
more.
know the crazy thing though that reminds me of the way that this Hangman feud is starting out is very similar to how Swerve's world title reign started. Of just
Yes.
like it's a lot of parallels of just and which makes me think I'm like, are they doing something for blood and guts and stuff? Like maybe. Who knows? Can you imagine? Y'all, Okada has been blooded and this version of Okada and blood and guts, I think is actually gonna be really entertaining. It would be really entertaining.
Funniest man in the world.
But
And can I say something?
hmm,
Oh no. I thought you were gonna talk about Swerve and Okada.
I would not yet.
Um
But go ahead.
oh. No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, Kazuchika Okada, where that black suit again?
We gonna get
Yeah.
to you actually. What do we say? Oh, also, listen, Beans and Toast Twitter. I like Alex Windsor. That lariat is nasty. And actually, if I said what I wanted to say about if what I said, if I said what I wanted to say about Alex Windsor's lariat, they would they they'd have my account swimming with the fishies.
Hmm.
There is a crispness, and I'm gonna be honest. Y'all want to know the truth? I peeped it earlier this year at that Eve show. If anybody watched the match, and I'm not saying that a certain someone isn't good, but especially if this match goes the way that I think it's gonna go on Collision on Saturday night, it's some conversations that we gonna have about the British.
Can I add? Um, I think Alex Windsor is a great addition to the women's division. I think that I don't know. I think that long term she fits in very, very well with where it looks like the division is going. And I'm very optimistic about her. I have only seen if I'm being honest, I haven't seen 10 matches of hers. I've seen five. I ain't seen 10. But I mean I've always liked her. Um and yeah, everything that she's shown in AEW, I'm like, yeah, you should be here. Approved.
She's been wrestling for so long. Also, too, she last year she had one of my favorite women's matches of the year. She had, I mean, an excellent dog collar match last year for the Rev Pro
Yes.
with Danny Luna, and they
Yes.
were good. The girls were getting down. Um,
Yeah.
listen, I Alex Windsor, you
Ah,
Windsor, I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I be saying it.
I
I be
don't
saying
I don't like that.
I do.
That I don't like. That I feel like it's fine for like a casino gauntlet, like, here she come. But I'm like, girl, you coming out like today was serious. You have to get serious. I
I
don't
mean, the
know.
thing is also too. At least I think the crowd's still in that moment where they kind of need to know who she is. The Suri match
Yeah.
was also fantastic on Pro Wrestling Eve. Um, I think. I mean, I wouldn't mind them changing it down the line, but I think like people are still getting to know like who she is. So like at least you know it's her coming down the ramp. Otherwise, people who was this lady. Um, but yeah, Alex Windsor. I've had stocks in you for a long time. You've made me look really good. And
I just found mine.
I really appreciate that, my sister. You've made me look really good as somebody who's had you stocks, and I know for a fact this rematch with Athena this weekend, you're going to make me even prouder. It's the only match announced for Collision at this point, which makes me think it's going to get some time. It's going to get quite a bit
I
of
thought there
time.
was one more. But
Um, no, well, they announced that it's going to be a tag match from the tournament, but we just don't know who's in it.
bro, we're
We don't
featuring
know.
somebody and whoever we can find.
We don't know who's going to be in it, but
I don't know.
they better to have. I'm talking about teams. They never mind. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. But I think that Alex Windsor. I think you so cool. And I also Alex and Tony. I said, I could work with this as a because with Mina being injured for right now. I said, as a tag team, I said I could do something with this. I could do something with that. Anyway, next we had what did we have? Um oh, we did the Swerve and Hechicero match. Listen, Hechicero, we taking you to the tippity tip top. If the word is true that you got a dual contract, I have plans that I cannot share with you
Cannot share with you right now
because
because
the
the
haters
haters will
trying to
sabotage.
sabotage me. But we getting you up there with Bandito and Takeshita. I hope you know that. We're gonna take over the world. It's gonna be real, real nice. The things that you do in there, eyes haven't seen, you alchemist.
You know what, though? I really enjoyed this match. I really like Echiseto. You are not beating Bandito.
No,
I I
you
don't
can't
know
beat him.
what. I don't know what my plan is for Bandito in this world title, but this reign got at least 6 more years in it for me. I see a big vision that simply cannot be disrupted for anybody. So yeah, I just wanna.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not
That's
even
Alexia.
trying to see y'all. But that belt ain't coming off Bandito until y'all got another one to put on.
Hello.
I'm telling y'all right now,
That is
that belt
not
ain't.
that is not a man built for a bare waist.
And you know what? I do. I feel like that about Athena too. Of just like, you know what? Maybe y'all did make the right decision, because I kind of felt like Athena's race should never be naked.
Nope. On to the next one. That's all it is. That's
We should
all it is.
we should always have you built it up. And so, hey, but Sarah, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will try to sabotage me. But just know, we taking you to the tippity top. Swerve, really good match. Listen, guys, here's the thing about Swerve. There's been so much discourse lately. Oh my God, Swerve just becomes a meme. Yeah, no shit, Charlotte, because y'all meme everything. Does that make him any less of like one of the biggest stars in the company? No, he's still so over, bro. Is he corny? Yes.
Yes.
1,000%. Nobody's ever going to like dispute that. But guess what? All of them are corny. I think the only person
And so are you for watching it.
the only the only star, and I'm not trying to like glaze him or anything, but I think the only one out of the three of them who's actually not corny is Hangman. And I think it's just, but Hangman's also like on antidepressants. And so like
And he has suffered so much. When would you be corny?
you
When
know,
would you have time to be corny?
bro, hey, like at the end of the day, bro, Swerve is really him. And and I've seen crowds do things for Swerve that I genuinely have never seen do for anybody else. Like, I remember Wrestle Dream 2023. Swerve, like, they didn't even open the doors for another hour. People were chanting "Whose house" for an hour before they even opened doors. Like, the type of energy.
Oh, that's annoying.
No, it was. But I'm just saying, like the way that
We
people
gotta we
behind
gotta get another chance to supplement that
it,
because
you've been trying to get this agenda over for the last year and a half, and this is never going to happen. I thought about it.
I can't because I can't think of anything. If I could, I feel like now I have minuscule amount of motion, but we can persuade people into starting chants in arenas. We can do that. I just gotta have the right one. So brainstorm at my place tomorrow. Okay.
They're actually never going to do that. Like the Who's House Swerve House, bro. It's so bad. Even before you got the Starcast, they was just randomly. Swerve wasn't even there. I don't even think he was there.
I'm like, no, that's fine. We just gotta add one in because y'all do it all of the time because you don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
We need two. We need a rotation.
I'm not sure it's gonna happen, but I do. Where
You hate me, and you
I
don't see
don't
the
hate you.
vision.
I'm just being real. Do you
You
know
don't see
this
the
fan base?
vision.
You think this fan base can walk and chew gum at the same time?
No, they certainly. When I see white people do this swerve when I drive, I just like.
I'm not gonna
I know you hear the same beat that I hear.
lie, bro. When I say I knew, like that's why I think it's so silly to me when people be like, "Swerve's not a real star, bro." The way that I see people about to like scream, cry, throw up. I mean, like behind Swerve, like it's actually crazy. And also too, and maybe
Prison
like
motion.
this is a sample size, a sample size, but like, bro, like the amount of people who genuinely had them Swerve shoes on over All In weekend, like they was really outside. They really had them. Like I saw them with my own eyes. Like that wasn't made up for the internet. They really had them on. I actually really like the shoes. I just had to make a decision. Do I get Swerve shoes or Willow Nightingale jacket? And I chose Willow Nightingale jacket. So, I mean, hey, can all these fans clap on 2 and 4? Well, no. Well, no.
I
Also,
got a
too,
plan.
that Max B video in prison. is crazy. Hey man, he got them boys in the pen watching Dynamite. Who else doing it?
Have me weak, bruh.
You think they doing that for Jay Uso? No.
Oh God.
Swerve got real motion. I think also too. My thing is, you can feel how you feel about him or whatever you want to feel.
But
That's
keep in mind that he's doing all of this despite having been cut from Publix. This is the true story of overcoming.
guys. Like, let's just be real. Swerve got real motion. Get over it at this point. I think also too. Like sometimes people think like they can influence public opinion, and just like guess what? AEW Tony Khan put his foot on the gas with Swerve and never let up.
No,
That
and he shouldn't. He
Swerve,
shouldn't. Because it's
I'll
paid off.
be honest, we are lucky that we got Hangman back out of all of this because the only reason they even started feuding really was to get Swerve over as a top guy. We are lucky that the rivalry just got so good to where like it just like everybody benefited from it. But that was not the plan. That was not the plan, y'all.
Hey, but I just need the platform.
I want people to understand how much of a miracle that it really is that we got that world title back on that cowboy.
We were in dire straits.
Miracle. It is truly a miracle. This was
Wait, let
not
me
the
say, let me, can I interject something in the chat? What wrestler's music is legit good?
Kenny Omega.
Nobody. No, no, no. Like music that they write and
Oh,
create. Nobody. I
oh,
don't I don't know a single one. Um, and Lyric and I were actually talking about this at y'all in. Nope, not a one. And you know what? Everybody is more than allowed to pursue multiple passions. Um, and you
I
live your
agree with
truth.
Punch. I agree with Punch. I think Brody's music is good, but he's not rapping. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all. I think that is great when wrestlers, and I'm gonna be honest, Swerve's not the only person who does it. One of my absolute favorite wrestlers does this. True absolute favorites does this. I do not want to hear y'all in the booth.
At all.
I'm talking about in that ring, in my eyes, you so tough, you so amazing, GOAT caliber. Like, I genuinely think that Swerve is one of the best wrestlers of this generation. I think Redacted is the greatest of all time. I never want to hear
You ain't
either.
got to redact it.
And I think also, too, knowing
He know.
I know the thing is, what really stresses me out about them is that I know that they really be sitting together in a room and being like, hell yeah. They tell each they be in a room together saying, hell yeah. You so tough, bro.
The whole
You
goal.
so love this.
But guys, I also want to say that that is what prompted these freestyles tonight because I was like, I mean, give me 30 minutes and a pen and we can come up with something.
Let's get to the rest of the show. So we're gonna get to it. We're almost there. Next we did I think we talked about MJF a little bit, but
Stop talking about Chris Jericho's music in this chat.
hey, I'm not gonna lie. If I got a nasty take to get off of just Judas is better than a lot of y'all themes. It is. It is 1000%.
Well, that's true.
1000%.
No, that's true. Even I
Um,
think it's like that.
but next we did the MJF and Mark Briscoe. Y'all need to hit it home with knock it out of the park with the match. I think the match is gonna be good, but we done with all that talking.
This and everything said tonight was an exact repeat of
It
their
was.
interaction before. Like we
It
did not
was.
need to do this, and it took so long.
The match was great. The Mark
And
Briscoe. Go
oh,
ahead.
sorry, I was gonna add. And you got to keep in mind, it's for what? Nothing.
And I'm gonna be honest, Mark Briscoe needs to get something out of this if y'all gonna do all this, truly. So Um, keep that in
It's
mind.
just it's a long time to talk and a long time to do all this, and there's nothing on the line. It's it's a it's a it's the third storyline that MJF got going on. Do you need 20 minutes?
Hold on, I'm about to tweet freestyle starting in 7 minutes. I'm gonna say 5 because honestly, we kind of really went over the main event. Um, okay, but
You
yeah,
gotta go first. Because
why
people heard my first verse, so you gotta go first.
did I volunteer to even do this?
I don't care if you volunteer for none of this shit.
That was aggressive.
Hello?
Um, anyway, so after that, we had. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. The way the Hangman walked from the back was so cool. He said, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." He said, "Guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the words out of your mouth for you. We
But
wrestling."
also pause. I want you to hear the words that you just said. You literally just said, "Man, the way you walk is so tough, big bro. When you way you breathe is so tough, big bro.
I'm so
Everything you
I got
do."
you.
Yeah. So it's just important that we name it.
Um, Hangman walked out there and said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't care about none of this. Blah blah blah." John Moxley, woo. Anyway, we wrestling next week. You leaving everybody at the door, and I know you're gonna say yes, and then just walked out. I said, "Man, he really, really hold everybody this week. This week, that's what I want to see. I think, especially after the way that y'all played in my Cowboy's face during his first world title reign. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. And so we really are starting off with a bang. Now, do I think that it's certainly up for debate? Why are we running this match back? 100%, right? However, y'all do realize that half the roster is down right now, right? And the next promote and the next pay-per-view is Forbidden Door. So like I think like they just really, I hate to say it, but like it's the same thing I said about the women's division. Everything's in like a holding pattern right now. You got so many people off TV. And so I think like that's honestly what happened. It was happening, you know? So not that doesn't make it better. But here's the thing. I do believe that the match is going to be good. You know, like one thing about Mox,
The
he always wrestled when it's Hangman involved.
the match will slap. Does it piss me the fuck off? Yes! Oh my god. We suffered and we suffered and we suffered with the Death Riders. And then finally, everybody came together like the fucking Avengers to take them down. Swerve overcame his hatred for Hangman. Osprey died. Okay? Darby came down from Mount Everest. They found Danielson from wherever the fuck they could get him out of the fucking
Blue
woods.
Panther
Okay?
mask.
In a Blue Panther mask. They did everything to finally give us this moment of evil is defeated, war is over. Matter of fact, bring that bitch back on Wednesday. We're gonna wrestle again. Why? It makes absolutely no fucking sense. And I understand, whatever. And you know what? Pause. Because all these random ass niggas in my mentions talking about, well, of course, this is why they're going to do it to determine who the better wrestler is. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's what this whole thing has been about. We have suffered so much with this goddamn storyline. And for y'all, 2 weeks off the pay per view to be like, matter of fact, run the exact same match back, but it's going to be a normal one. Okay, this one's going to be normal. They tried to kill each other, and we supposed to sit up here and just watch them do a regular match. No, mind you, this is their second Texas death match. So one could even argue that
Even that
that
was a
the
lot.
whole thing one could even argue that the whole thing was already, tired. Now I didn't feel that way, but one could make that argument. But now here we are after two Texas death matches, and you mean to tell me that we just gonna act like nothing happened next week? The bitch is fine. You stabbed him in the head with a fork, and the bitch is fine.
I think
Hello?
that's true. And Jalen, you made a really good point. Someone was like, but Hangman and Swerve wrestled again, did the time limit after theirs. The thing is, Hangman and Swerve was different. Like, of how do I say, Hangman and Swerve, even though like Hangman and Mox had a Texas death match and there was blood involved, it wasn't exactly a blood feud. It was very much so free the world title from the briefcase. Like, mission, accomplished mission. Hangman and Swerve were in a blood feud, like a story, a connection,
And
right?
it was still hot.
Yes, it's still hot, but I mean, um, wow.
You know, from the minds that brought you Coke Box and Coke Box 2. Yeah, that's what this shit is. We back in purgatory, except
And I
Hangman's the
think
world
also
champion.
too, what it makes me believe is that I don't know if there's like something political happening or what, but do the Death Riders are they only willing to do stuff like in the world title program or something? Like we don't got nobody else, like nothing else that they want to do. Y'all want to wrestle nobody else? I think also too of do something else. Like I think like like the Chris Statlander their stuff is interesting, right? Like work on that some more. Let's get some more women on TV. Fuck. Like try to take over the women's division. Do something else. You know? Do something else. Here's the thing. What I do hope though is that because we doing this next week, that next week is the very, very end. Hopefully.
It's
Hopefully
not
it is the
going to be.
very, very end.
Because why? Because why would it culminate in a barred from ringside Dynamite match when it could have culminated at All In with a whole spectacle? This is not going to be the end, and that's where I think is more frustrating to me. It's like there is no way, shape, or form that this is how it actually ends. In
They
a
gonna have
regular ass match on Dynamite, no.
And I think also too, we've just had like Darby standing in the rafters. And I'm gonna be honest, don't get me wrong. This is kind of like this is like everybody's fear coming true. At this point, I feel like if something big doesn't happen next week, I feel like you've kind of squandered the momentum of the Darby return. Of just like he just standing in and staring, like like okay,
Now
like maybe
the thing is, I agree with you. The thing is that Darby, yes, Darby's momentum. I do feel like even this week, it's like okay, you ain't got nothing to do,
what do we do
but
today?
it's already stalled. The good thing about Darby is that it don't matter. As soon as that bell ring, he'll be okay. But like you shouldn't rely on that. I just feel like I don't know.
But here's the
That
thing, I think
I don't want them to do that fucking match. It will be good, but like, come on.
I think also too the thing is about Darby is what are we looking to Darby for? Is he supposed to be this great vanquisher of the Death Riders? Is he interested in the world title now that the world title is free? Is he looking at Hangman? Is he looking at Mox? What is he? We don't really know. Mox versus Darby. And so hopefully that yeah, I hope that maybe we use Hangman as like this pivot to get back to the Mox Darby angle. Do I think we needed to? No, but
No, Hangman does not need to be in this anymore.
I also think because going back to what we were saying earlier, because MJF has so much busyness happening right now with like all these extra things, what Hangman doesn't have anybody to really focus on in the meantime. And so maybe we do. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
Too many people working at goddamn company for y'all
Uh,
not to be able to put something together.
Without any further ado, All Elite Wrestling. I don't know, bro, but that was Dynamite. Now for the moment y'all have been waiting for. We gonna get
Okay,
into
how are
this.
we gonna do this?
Um,
Um,
I wrote my freestyle on my notes app, and so I'm going to pull it up on my computer right now, and I'm going to
okay,
play the beats. Okay.
okay, and then I'll
Um,
play it on my computer when you're done.
did I write 16 bars or did I write
Oh,
15?
now guys,
I wrote
if we
14.
mess up, okay, if I can't even count. If we mess up, no sell it, okay? Just actually no, truly, if I mess up, I'm gonna do it again. So everybody pretend like it did not happen, okay? Swear to God. Okay. Lyric, you're up.
Really?
They said do a poll for the winner. I don't know how to do that.
Um, I mean, y'all can just vote in the chat. Oh, yeah.
Don't do
Oh,
that.
that
No.
one's going secret. I see. I know y'all. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all want to vote in
No, you
secret.
know the problem? No, you know the problem is that like I am so scarily competitive, I will take the fun out of it. So let's not do no poll. There's something wrong with me. So so I'm trying to keep it fun. And the next time, maybe next time we'll battle. This time was just, you know,
Well,
yeah.
that
Yeah, we'll rap battle. Did you write like did you write disses towards me? I didn't write no disses towards you.
no, I thought this was a
Oh,
friendly,
okay. It
friendly.
is, it is, it is. That's why I'm
Oh,
like
okay.
next time it won't be.
I was about to say, what you said for me for? I know. Tell me.
Oh,
Okay, let me see. I gotta
so funny. Okay.
let me listen to this beat again real quick, so I know like what's happening.
No, you good. You too.
Let me listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna start over. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Yep.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking?
Yep.
Okay. I treat the booth just like I treat my pen. Takesha and Omega, beginning and the end. Two babes with the power. Kinda like Twin Towers, 450s at the same time. Call it golden showers. We done with 6 rings. Jordan, give me 6 belts. Money train with CEO. I give all my haters hell. They be coming for the queen because they don't like my flair. I'm Bianca with the braid. They hate how I whip my hair. When I say burn it down, I mean Hangman, not Seth. I'm more than a woman, that KS on my chest. Of all the bout machines collecting belts, I'm the best. This the Dynamite Diaries, snatching crowds and passing tests. Big L Swin coming live with Danny. The blueprint conversation, everything you want to be.
Oh. You know what? I'm just so glad that you bought in and you did that with me. We're gonna have to record this later because we're gonna have to put it
I
on
mean, it's
Twitter for the
already
people to see.
recorded. It's live. Are you kidding me?
Okay. I okay. I'm gonna let everybody know that my first verse is just the one from yesterday. Okay, but it's a lead in. Okay. I need to not laugh. Okay. Okay. Why is this low key nerve wracking? This was my idea.
Well, you made me go first. Actually, I don't care how you feel. Get the step in.
Can you hear the music? Can you hear me? Okay. Yo, BG Dub and his bitch. BG Dub and his bitch. Yo. I'ma slide on his bitch. I'ma slide on his hoe. Change my nigga, change my wig. Yeah, that's a shaking go. Say he need me real bad. Say he just can't lose me. Wishing on a golden star. E Bushi. Money all the time, bitch. Pay me in cash. Change the roster every day like an all-star tag. Unemployment lying long. Wishing he was a jobber. Streets call me Christian. You're my son. I'm your father. Oh, wait. That's the first verse. I accidentally. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Let me switch up the flow for y'all real quick. Gucci to the socks, BGW back on top. If you play with me, just know you catch his Texas death like mod. Cut a nigga off like chop. Total action, I'm outside. Lecture Michaels in the 90s needs a head on lock. Okay, I'm not done. I'm not rolling. I don't talk. Off the top, AR Fox. I never cup in public, bitch. I'm always on the clock. I'm too pretty. I don't fight. Give me top on the flight. Forgot that man existed. Out of mind, out of sight. You can tell he got a type. He want me to be his wife. I'm like Kenny. He get kid. Change his broke nigga life.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, that last one is nasty. Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
I really hope you enjoyed this today. Um, give you what on a what? Yeah, that's not what I said.
yo,
Um, that
bro,
was. Why did we
no,
do that?
bro. It was your idea. I didn't even know what was going on until last night. Actually, I really didn't know what was going on until today. I know how it's happening.
Um,
Wait, can you say that last line again?
okay. I'll read the whole verse for you. Poetry, like,
Please
okay.
do. Please do. A dramatic reading. If
Yes, 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 yes. I'm too pretty. I don't fight. He give me top on the flight. I forgot that man existed. Out of mind, out of sight. You can tell he got a type. He want me to be his wife. I'm like Kenny. He gave kids. I changed this broke nigga life.
you should have been on Teletubbies. This is real Sesame Street, bro. Like, good God. Wow. Wowzers.
I just wanna say, where else are you gonna get this, okay? Um the bald British white guys giving their commentary are not giving you quality content like this.
You know what? I'm gonna do a dramatic reading of mine. I treat the booth just like I treat my pen. That Takeshita and Omega, beginning and the end. Two babes with the power, kind of like twin towers. Four fifties at the same time. Call it golden showers. We done with six rings, Jordan. Give me six belts. Money train with CEO. I give all my haters hell. They be coming for the queen because they don't like my flair. I'm Bianca with the braid. They hate how I whip my hair. When I say burn it down, I mean Hangman, not Seth. I'm more than a woman, that KS on my chest. Of all the bout machines collecting belts, I'm the best. This the Dynamite Diaries, snatching crowns and passing tests. Big L Swin coming live with Danny. The blueprint, conversation, everything you want to be. Still I rise.
I kind of want to read my second verse because I feel like since the music switched, you know, um, and guys, I mean, this is a little bit insane. So you literally sound like my Angelo though, when you were reading that. That was, and then I was like, this nigga talking about Hangman. But here we go. Gucci to the socks. BG Dub, we back on top. If you play with me, just know you'll catch this Texas death like mops. Cut a nigga off like chop. Total action, I'm nonstop. Like Shawn Michaels in the 90s, I need that head on lock. I'm not Logan.
Man, keep going, bro. Keep going, bro. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, yeah, let me finish, let me finish. uh, yeah. I'm not Roman. I don't talk. Off the top, like AR Fox. I was never cut from Publix. Bitch, I'm always on a clock.
Bro, how do we get here? Like, what are we doing? What are we
I
doing,
just,
bro?
I just like for you it's one thing because you earlier this week interviewing Hiroshi Tanahashi, today engaged in a in a cipher.
Somebody told me earlier this week, they said, Lyric, you really balance the line between professionalism and relatability. And I'm like, I don't think I'm somebody y'all should be trying to relate to. Respectfully, I'm
That should
not
not be the goal.
I am not a role model. Um, I that's honestly something I struggle with probably more than anything too, just because it's only funny because like the deeper I get into this, and this is a credit to like, a lot of people, especially after Texas, I was like, I kind of want to nig it up more than I ever have. And out of that, especially when it's something powerful about being around other Black people in wrestling spaces of just, man.
Yeah, it makes you drop a verse. um, well, I just want you to know, as you continue to develop in your professional career, and you continue to, you know, achieve new heights and these incredible things, I will always be here to bring you back
I
to
will say,
provide that
the
balance for
thing is,
you.
Danny does all that and acts like she's not very similar in that regard. She also knows how to toe the lines of just, and also too, when you see what the men in this space get away with, you really stop holding yourself to such impossible standards.
Yeah, it's like, okay, was that part crazy? What do you want me to do?
Lyric was out, nigga, and she would never be
Be out, nigga, again.
I had that reaction video saved in my phone. Actually, man, whoo. Well, guys, this was so much
Well,
fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Dynamite
I'm
Diaries tonight.
I guess I'm a rapper now. I think we should do this more often. We should honestly get more people to do it. I actually want to start issuing out challenges.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, I might really, I might issue out challenges. I think you should post some of these lyrics. I think you should post some of them. I think that Kenny Gabe went crazy, bro. Like that's man, that's
Did I
nuts.
lie? Did I lie?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. With the how do I say this in a way that doesn't incriminate several of my favorite wrestlers? Um, with the quality of these raps that the wrestlers are making, I don't think we have anything to lose by doing a wrestling battle rap league amongst fans.
I don't think so either. I want it so bad.
It's
And
going,
I don't know if we should be in it or if we should be the judges.
the bar is already, I mean, exceptionally low. There is nothing that we can do to possibly make it any worse. I firmly believe
Oh my
that.
god. Yeah, no. Jalen, Chloe, write your verses. Write your verses.
Oh yeah,
Um,
serious wrestling pod. You're up first.
oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
want to hear from you two.
I'm like, there's a whole lot of people we could call out. We gonna start there.
Jalen said, "No, I don't think so." Charlie, someone.
Not optional. Not optional.
I thought
This is part of building community. Lyric didn't get a choice.
I sure didn't. I thought we were having so much fun, guys. Everything's funny.
It was fun.
Everything's funny till the rabbit got the gun.
Are you the
Y'all want
rabbit?
us to participate? That's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
We want
I'm
to
gonna
hear
bring it up.
this.
I'm gonna bring it up every week until y'all drop a verse.
Heifers
Heifers on the
phone.
show. Also, if you're watching this, if you're a regular viewer of the Dynamite Diaries, you're also officially being challenged. This
Right.
is I want to hear everybody's verses.
If you commented in the chat tonight, you owe us a verse.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna go back and screenshot everybody, and I'm gonna at you on Twitter. Twitter.
From the Black Girl Wrestling account, so it could get really nasty.
Yup.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
I was excited.
So fun. Is there a criteria we need to meet? No. Clearly there's no standards around here.
Open season. Nope.
And when I never respond, real coward. You know what, Jalen? I'm sick of you. Hashtag real coward.
You're crazy.
I'm
I'm in the ring right now. If you want to address me,
accountable. Thank you.
thank
Chloe,
you.
hold her
Handle
accountable.
that. Handle that light work for me.
We need that. You girls need to get in the field. We need to get in
Field
the
is
field.
crazy.
Well, no, not that. Is there anything that
Nobody.
you would like?
Hangman's family.
Is there anything that you would like to share before we get up out of here? I'm not doing that with you. This lady took all this, and I want you to know I'm gonna take myself out of it. Actually, this is her.
Yep.
Do not follow Danny up.
I'm just saying. Just break that. Anything that I have to promote? No, not yet. New Black Girl Wrestling tomorrow, but I don't know what it's about.
I don't even know. I don't know what's going on with me at these days. I got so much going on, y'all. But just follow. I guess I post things as they happen.
Oh wait, sorry, I did have something to say.
What?
I was just gonna add. Oh my gosh, thanks everybody for so many new subscribers and so many new followers. We have tripled our YouTube goals for the year. But now, right, I'm trying to get more people to follow on Spotify so we can hit that goal so that I can bake a cake. I'm actually not allowed to have dessert until I hit those 200 followers on Spotify. Like they're holding me hostage, so please, please help me.
Wait, how many do you have so far?
It's 115 on Spotify or 115 on Spotify, but we just hit 350 on YouTube when on July 9th we had 42. So guys, thanks.
Danny,
And shout out to that scarf, I guess.
I'm actually so frustrated with you because I feel like I know it wasn't intentional. You set your goals, I mean, tremendously low.
You know, I'm starting to think that maybe I did because my follower goal was like 1,500 and we just hit 2,500.
Even without the MJF, you had started a trend, especially on like the Twitter aspect. Like you had already started to trend upwards. Like I think that you drastically underestimate yourself and your influence in this space.
That's a lot to handle. So I'm just gonna say okay, and we're gonna move on. Lyric Swinton, what are you promoting?
My government name? Seriously?
I almost said your middle name. That would have been worse.
That's nasty. Yeah, guys. Just follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube. I mean, well, you're probably already watching on it, or you're on Black Girl Wrestling's YouTube.
Not mine.
Yeah, I'm so tired, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That rapping stuff really took a lot out of me. Y'all be wrestling and rapping in the same night. Oh God. Let it go. Get that CDL, brother. I'm so glad y'all can poop in that ring. Man.
Please, we need electricians.
grab that plunger, please. Grab that plunger. Put the tag rope flag. Grab that plunger. But thanks everybody. And if you haven't read the Tanahashi interview, please read it. I'm also covering the G1. I'll write another recap for this week tomorrow, but I'm just exhausted now, so that's not happening tonight. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching the Dynamite Diaries. We will be expecting your freestyles. Yes, we will be checking, and we did take attendance. But until next time, goodbye.
Ciao, ciao.